Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. Where address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 5 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter decimals. The lessons we're going to cover today are select the correct decimal, understanding decimals expressed in words, place values in decimal numbers, and convert decimals between standard and expanded form. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So here I'm on grade 5 math. The chapter we are on right now is decimals. Start with the lesson that is select the correct decimal. What is the decimal? There are 100 squares, 98 are colored. So when you have the 100 squares and 98 of them are colored, you can write it as 98 hundredths. So 98 hundredths can be written in the place value chart. So basically the place value chart for the decimals look like this. You have ones. The rightmost digit is always the ones digit, right? So decimals is on the right hand side of the ones digit. Then you have tens, tenths. Then you have hundredths. That is tenths and hundredths. So you're going to write 0.98 like this. So the answer is 0.98. Got it? The next one is there are 100 squares and 55 are colored. So the 55 of them are colored. You can write it as 55 hundredths, right? And you can write it as 0.55. Let's just start with the test questions. What is the decimal? There are 10 columns, 8 are colored. So when you have the 10 columns and 8 are colored, you can write as 8 tenths, right? And in the word form, you can write it as 0.8. Got it? Option number 2 is the correct option. That would be 0.98. The correct option is 0.8. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? What is the decimal? There are 100 squares, 98 are colored. So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 0.98. You can write it as very good. You can write it as 98 hundredth and you can write it as 0.98. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the decimal? There are 100 squares and 78 are colored. So how do you write? The correct option is you can write it as 78 hundredth. Very good. And you can write it as 0.78. Very good. What is the decimal? There are 100 squares, 79 are colored. Seventy-nine are colored. So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 0.79. Option number 3 is the correct option, right? What is the decimal? There are 10 columns, 2 are colored. Which is the correct option? The correct option is that is 0.2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Very good. What is the decimal? There are 100 squares, 55 are colored. Which is the correct option? that is 0.555. Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is understanding decimals expressed in words. Let's just start with the lesson. Write 314 thousandths as a decimal number. So the basic thing you need to understand here is this word thousandths, this th, right? That means 314,000th. That is the decimal value. So just make a place value chart for the decimals, that is ones, tenth, hundredth, thousandth. So 314, that is 0.314. The correct option is 0.314. Let's just start with the test questions. Write 8300 as a decimal number. So which is the correct option? Option 1 or option 2? The correct option is 0.83. Very good. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 0.83. Very good. Write 3/10 as our decimal. So which is the correct option? The correct option is, which is the correct option? 3/10. That is 0.3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Can you guys please stop chatting? Otherwise, I'm going to block you all one by one. You guys are here to learn, so please focus on the learning. Write 22,000 as a decimal number. So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 0.22. Option number 2 is the correct option. That's the second one. Write 453,000 as a decimal number, which is the correct option. The correct option is 435,000, which is the correct option. 435,000. So let's just make a place value chart. Ones, tenth, hundredth, thousandth, right? It is 0.453. Option number 2 is the correct option. 400,000. That is option number 2. How option number 1? Option number 2 is the correct option. Write 6/10 as our decimal number, which is the correct option. The correct option is set 6/10 equal. That is 0.6. Option number 2 is the correct option. The next one is write 3,000th as a decimal number. So which is the correct option? Which option is the correct one? 3,000th, right? So that is 1, 10th, 100, and then 1,000, right? So that is just 3000. So 0.003, because you are not given with a digit that is at the 10th and 100th position, right? So option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is place values in decimal numbers. Let's just start with the next lesson. In 0.7694, what digit is at the 10,000th place? So let's just write down the number in the place value chart. Then we'll see which digit is at the 10,000th position, right? So that is 0.7694. 7 is at the 10th position, 6 is at the 100th position, 9 is at 1000th position, and 4 is at the 10,000th position, right? So the correct option is 4 is the 10,000th place. Let's just start with the test questions. In 6.72, in which place is the 7, which is the correct option? The correct option is 7 is at the 10th place. Let's just make a place value chart. 1, 10th, 100th. So that is 6.72. 7 is at the 10th position. The correct option is 10th. Option number 2 is the correct option. In 631.894, which digit is at the thousands position? You guys are here to learn, but no one is answering the questions I am asking. You guys are just here to say hi, hello to everyone. Which digit is at the thousands position? The correct option is 4. 4 is at the thousandth place. In 7.408, in which place is the 7, which is the correct option? Which digit 7 is at which place? Very good. 7 is at the, yes, that is ones. 7 is at the ones position. Very good. In 263.08, in which place is the 2, which is the correct option? Two is at the hundreds position. Option number 2 is the correct option. 2 is at the hundreds position. In 0.65, which digit is at the hundredth place, which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? 5 is at the hundredth place. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is convert between convert decimals between standard and expanded form. Let's just start with the lesson. Find the standard decimal form of 5 times 0.1 plus 1 times 0.01. The basic thing you need to understand here is this 0.1 tells you the place value of this digit 5, and then this 0.01 tells you the place value of this one, right? 0.1 means 0.1. 1 is at the 10th position. That means 5 is the digit that is at the 10th position. That is like this, right? And then 0.01. 1 is at the 100th position. So this one is at the 100th position and the digit they make is 0.51. Let's just start with the test questions. Find the standard decimal form of 1 times 1 plus 6 times 0.1 plus 2 times 0.01. So which is the correct option? Let's just see. 1 times 1 means this second one tells you the place value. So this is at the ones position. So that means let's just make digit here. 1, this is ones, this is 10th, and this is 100th. So 1 is at the ones position, 6 times 0.1. 6 is at the 10th position as 2 is at the 100th position. So the digit they make is 1.62. That is 1.62. Option number 3 is the correct option. The correct option is 1.62. Option number 3 is the correct option. Find the standard decimal form of 8 times 0.1 plus 7.07 times 0.01. Which is the correct option? The correct option is 0.87. Option number, the last one is the correct option. Find the standard decimal form of 1 times 1 plus 9 times 0.1 plus 1 times 0.01, which is the correct option. The correct option is option number 2 is the correct option, that is 1.91. Find the standard decimal form of 6 times 0.1 plus 4 times 0.01. The correct option is the correct option is 0.64. Option number 1 is the correct option. Find the standard decimal form of 1 times 1 plus 9 times 0.1, which is the correct option. The correct option is 1.9. Option number 3 is the correct option. Very good. Find the standard decimal form of 7 times 0.1 plus 7 times 0.01, which is the correct option. The correct option is 0.77. Option number 3 is the correct option. Very good. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So, we were working on grade 5 math. The chapter we were working on is decimals, and the lessons we have covered today are select the correct decimal, understanding decimals expressed in words, place values in decimal numbers, and convert decimal between standard and expanded form. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Here it is. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can join me in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So you can please write down the question in the chat box. If you need more help with any of the lesson, I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions? No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.